Welcome back to another edition of Sleepers, Rods, and Land Yachts. We are here at the Thornhill Drag Strip. I'm joined by Craig Binder. Craig, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to talk to you about this hot rod behind us. Why a Camaro?
Well, growing up, there were a lot of different cars that I liked, but the third-gen Camaro, 80s, early 90s, was my favorite. I always wanted to get one. Fortunately, by the time that I had my license and was in a position to get a car, they'd changed them quite a bit. So I ended up with actually a 96 Camaro. This is not my first one. So, but yeah, I've always had a love for Camaros.
Okay. Is it a speed thing or is it an aesthetic thing?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both. The style, I think, is very classic. You had the traditional Camaro versus Mustang, Ford GM thing, and I was always on the Chevy Camaro side of that. I've always loved the Camaro.
So I understand that the engine inside is not the stock engine. Is that true?
It's modified, so it still has the stock LS1 motor in it, but we've done quite a bit of work to it. It's been stroked. It's 383 cubic inches now. Basically, the only thing that hasn't been changed on it is the block itself. So it's got an upgraded cam, intake, everything on it. So.
Okay. Have you outsourced this work? Have you done it some yourself?
So when I got the car, it was just a stock 99 Z28. It looked pretty plain like every other Z28 out there. And got with some friends and started to upgrade things on it. And, start small and it snowballs and becomes something completely different. So really the first major upgrade we did was done by a shop in Blue Ash called Scott Racing and Performance. Okay, yeah. And so he performed most of the mechanical work on it for me. My dad helped me with the body work and painting on some of the stuff. And then in more recent revisions, one of my friends and I basically took it apart, put it back together in our garage. So.
For fun or?
Out of necessity, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, things break and you got to fix them.
No. Do they break because it's going so fast? Sometimes things break because they want to go faster than, and it breaks. And I like the driving part better than the fixing part. So I'd rather just drive and let somebody else fix it. So from the outside, car looks a little bit different. I need to ask what's inspired that?
Well, there's a lot of different special editions with Camaros. And one of the ones that I always liked was from Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. They make a Camaro that's based on an SS. And it just carries Dale Earnhardt's name and Intimidator badge on it. And something that I always liked, but I kind of want to do my own spin, so this actually looks quite a bit different from those. So I took my own version of the Intimidator name and changed things. We put a different hood on this, different rear spoiler, the ground effects, just different exhaust, lots of different cues.
Even the license plate? Yeah,
the license plate says Intimidate, and then on the side of the car you'll find Dale Earnhardt's signature and also Intimidator badging on it. Although none of that's official, it's just my own little take. So, the car started off as just any other Z28, now it's kind of its own thing.
Craig, talk to me about just some good memories that you've had, or maybe some fast memories, I don't know, some specifics. Here we go.
I have probably a lot of stories that I can't share about the car. Not that I would do anything you shouldn't be doing, but no, probably one of my favorites was a friend and I just jumped in the car and took it to California. So we didn't make much plans, but we drove it all the way across the country, stopped at a bunch of different national parks along the way. Nice. Just took a week driving the car, taking pictures of it in different locations. It was a really cool experience. And then really when I got this car, it allowed me to meet other people with the like interests, Camaros, Firebirds, and a few friends and I ended up starting an organization called the Northern Kentucky F-Body Association, where we just gathered more owners and we had fundraisers and events and everything, and that lasted for about 9 years, and then it kind of turned into what we now have as GM Junkies. Okay. Which we have a lot of followers on Facebook, and Just helping to bring owners of any GM now at this point together, actually any model car for that matter, we don't care. But yeah, it's been a big adventure. So
Very
and
cool.
It really started with just getting this car.
So your plans to hold on to this and continue, it's evolving of different, things on inside, outside, plans for that?
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the car. Like I said, I like to drive it more than I like to fix it. But yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. It'll be with me forever. So.
Yeah, this is classic.
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to see this thing on the drag strip. Are you up for that?
Sure.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.